Well, I think my interest in real estate came about when I was 5, and I first saw this house with this red door. I'm kidding. That seems to be how all the stories start. I think for me, it probably came about when we, as a family, built house number 2. We've built a number of homes for our personal family, and I think about house number 2 really sparked the interest. And I just love seeing things come together. I love components coming together. And so I think new construction was like the ultimate goal of that. You know, you saw everything come together and you saw the reward of that. And real estate as a whole is like that, because if you figure even an existing home, you know, you're bringing parties together to get the transaction done. You know, you're bringing buyer and seller together about that house. So both of those are the assembly of something, and you know, you have an end result, and that's kind of exciting to me. The new construction aspect, that led to me becoming a general contractor, which I am today, and so my clients just benefit from all of that knowledge, and that doesn't matter if they're going into new construction or if they're going into existing. You know, we can just talk about homes at another level. And so I think all of that together just really sparked an interest and led to my career in real estate where I am today. I think people would be absolutely amazed at how many hats you wear as a real estate agent. You might be marketing one day. You might be involved with photographs. You might be staging. You might actually be cleaning the house. So there really isn't too much of a limit of what you do to help your client meet their objective. But if I had to kind of bring it down to a tidy set of skills, it's something that I call PHP, and that would be people, homes, and process. And people, of course, just relates to all of the people involved in the transaction. You know, we think of it as a transaction or a sale of property, which it is, but so much of it is actually about the people. So it's so important to be well versed in how people operate, how they function, how they think, how they get excited, how they get stressed. It's very important to have that skill set on how to relate to people. The H for homes, I'm a general contractor. I know homes. I know how they're built. I know the pluses. I know the pitfalls of homes. When we go in, I can explain components to buyers. I don't have to just say, isn't this home beautiful? It's open floor plan and here are the countertop types. I can actually get into the bones of the home and explain components to them. And that's something that is extremely valuable to clients, no matter if they're going into new construction or existing homes. The second P is process. If you're in real estate, it is so important that you know the process. And the process can include anything from marketing the home to knowing the home components to knowing all of the paperwork, adhering to the timelines, keeping your clients out of legal pitfalls. So the process entails a lot, and it is so important to be well versed in that to best serve your clients. So I kind of boil it down to PHP. It is something I came up with, and it's just a nice tidy package that identifies the unique skill set that I have that serves my clients well as they travel down this journey. I think one of the things that people appreciate when we're working together is my ability to bring logic to the table and bring a calmness to the situation. Because most real estate transactions do bring some level of stress for people. They're substantial purchases or sales. Anything can happen during a transaction. Negotiations can get a little exciting. And so my ability to explain things using logic and analysis of people and predictions of what may happen and what can't happen, I think that logic tends to calm people. And if you're able to bring calmness and logic to something, that there's an ease about that and a comfort. And so I think people are seeking that during such a big purchase or a big transaction. So I think we work well together when that happens, and I think that's one of the things people appreciate the most is my being able to share that type of information and keep a calmness about the entire process. If I had to pick one top criteria for the real estate industry is going to be the ability to communicate efficiently. And communication comes in all forms. It comes in verbal, it comes in written, it comes in voice over phone without facial connection there. Because if you think about it, communication is everywhere in the real estate industry. If you're the listing agent, you are communicating to all of the potential buyers. You're communicating with all of the agents representing those buyers. You are communicating with them in the form of marketing and how you present that home. If you are the listing agent, you are also trying to communicate with the buyer's representatives during negotiations. And you have to be able to do that efficiently. And that comes back to the study of people. I often allude to my analysis of people. It's just a subconscious thing I do. I have done it for all the decades we've been in the business world. I like knowing how people operate. I like to know how to calm them. I like to know how to excite them. And you need to be able to do that properly in communications, because you don't want to build fires where you don't need them, and you need to light fires where you do need them. And proper communication does that. So an inherent part of the job is to be able to properly communicate, and knowing when to do it, how to do it, and to serve your client best and keep it all under control. Yes, there is fun outside of work. The real estate and construction industries almost seem like they're 24-hour, 7-day-a-week industries, but yes, there is fun outside of work. We enjoy a lot of different activities. Quite often, you're going to find me, if I'm in an area where there's an ice rink and hockey is involved, you're probably going to find me on the rink a lot. I greatly enjoy boating at the lake. I like going to the beach in winter. We're all about the holidays this deep. I mean, we are extremely into the holidays. I absolutely love snow skiing. So you are going to find me anywhere from the lake to the ice rink to the slopes. And along with all of that, I think part of an underlying passion of mine is actually sharing and teaching people how to do things. And so it's not uncommon for me to be teaching somebody either how to snow ski or something at the lake. I'm a certified hockey coach, so I can teach people skating. And so I enjoy sharing information, because as we do this journey through life and we accumulate all this knowledge and all this experience, part of me always says, well, it doesn't do anybody any good if I just put it in my mind and leave it there. So for me, there's a natural instinct to share that knowledge, and I absolutely love sharing little bits of information that may get people to the next level. So that's kind of what I do for fun. Just as when I worked in other industries, I consider myself very fortunate in the real estate industry. It has treated me very well, and across all of the years, I have been so fortunate to work with so many great people, no matter if they're buying their very first home and they just have excitement out of every pore of their body, and they are so thrilled, and it's so good to see that. And then I also have clients who are buying their forever homes, and they are just so excited about that next adventure in their lives. I've got clients who are buying their investment properties, and that in itself is another adventure, because that might be a new career for them that changes the entire outlook of their lives. So they're on a new adventure. So I consider it lucky to be involved with these people's lives, and at the same time, all the experience I've gathered over the years in the variety of businesses we've owned and launched, and being a general contractor and having done so many real estate deals, that I always welcome people to approach me with any question they have, whether it's big or small. And I don't want them to think that it's always going to be pursued and converted into a sales transaction, because I think some people perceive that in certain careers, that they hesitate to reach out to somebody because they think there's a conversion there waiting to happen. And so I always encourage people to reach out to me with questions big or small. If they think somewhere in my brain I have accumulated a piece of information that will help them, reach out to me. I'm more than welcome to help anybody and provide information to help them on their journey. And I always try my best to take great care of them, just like I would my own family.